Hey everyone, my name is the Snap One, and today I'm in a little different part because we got some special guests here.
Peace.
We have, what's your name?
Jimmy.
Oh my god. Oh wow. And we got Puff, right here. Oh my god. So today we're going to be talking about the discussion of Xbox versus PlayStation.
Xbox versus PlayStation.
Now all of us have different opinions on this.
All of us have different opinions on
Stop
this.
it.
This is my jam, boy.
And this is a new series that I started called What I Think. It's just me talking about my opinions, but obviously we're going to be doing it with these two boys. And yeah. So, okay. So first of all, we're going to start off with what we think. Jimmy.
I don't like
Xbox
being
or
called
PS4?
Jimmy. My real name is Jaden, so just call me that. You know, it's hard, but PS4, you know.
PS4. Alright, so he's in PlayStation. I am on Xbox. What are you on, Puff?
He's on PC.
How the tides have turned. PC.
Xbox, obviously. He's on
Alright,
mobile.
so a lot of you probably disagreed with us on that. And the fact is that
I pick PS4.
PlayStation is obviously a lot more popular than Xbox.
But there's reasons that the Xbox could be better
Yes,
or worse.
there is. And like I just talked about it in my last video about how, you know,
The dashboard is garbage.
yeah. So
Right now it's fine, but the next update is going to be absolute.
And guess what? PS4 is simple.
exactly.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big plus because
It's had the same dashboard for like 3 years. What?
yeah, they've never changed their dashboard ever. It's been the same since the PS4 came out. So that gets you thinking, like, okay, so obviously that's a point for PlayStation.
Yep.
Because obviously they're not just changing everything so to make it more look like garbage. They're trying to make everything easier, but no, that's not what's happening. I'm not gonna go on a big rant about this again.
Now the controllers. The amount of money that PS4 puts into their controllers is like almost the amount you pay for it. But on the other hand, Xbox, they just make it feel nice, but they're absolute like trash. How like what they're made of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, PlayStation, they have like
Smaller controllers?
yeah, PlayStation is smaller. Though it's smaller, like they have a way so it doesn't cramp up in your hands. And it doesn't. It feels very nice, and they use silicone and all kinds of different materials. They have
got a touchpad.
yeah, they have a touchpad. So yeah, but Xbox on the other hand, though, like it does have nice features and stuff. If you really want a good controller, like the controllers that just a regular Xbox One controller, number one costs $60. Which you could get like a PlayStation
For
controller.
about $30.
Yeah, like they're the same price, but there's a noticeable difference in quality. So if I had to pick a controller to go with any console of my choosing, if I had an Xbox One and a PS4, and I had to pick a new controller for one, I would definitely go with the PlayStation because they're better made, and that's just my opinion. And like Xbox, the controllers that come with it, I don't think they're garbage. They don't have as much as the nice stuff as PlayStation does. If you want a good Xbox controller, then you're better off going with the Elite controller, which I have, by the way, and it has grips and all this kinds of stuff. And it's an awesome controller. I love the Elite controller, but number one, I think it's overpriced. And number two,
Like $150. You're literally paying $100 for back paddles and extra joystick.
so it's just a little too expensive. And
You can get like a simple scuff controller for about that price with like hair triggers and all that modded stuff on it.
yeah, let's just talk about that for a second. What is better, Scuff or like
Scuff.
Elite? Now I would think Elite because you know they're better used with it. I mean, you might run into some problems with the Scuff.
I'm talking about the price. But if
Yes.
quality-wise, Elite.
Yeah. I mean,
But like the look of the controller, though, I would say Scuff because just the look is just it fits perfectly with both consoles, Xbox and PS4.
Elite is the Xbox Elite controller. It has the nice grips with the rubber and stuff, and those grips are awesome. Just I think there's a way for them to have a controller with the grips on it, just not all the fancy stuff. Like, yeah, it'll probably be like $10 more, but you're getting the grips, and that's basically all that matters. I mean, it's better precision and stuff. And by the way, another thing to know is that you wouldn't need an Elite controller because, you wouldn't need an Elite controller a while ago because they had control freaks. And control freaks, like, they do the same thing. They just give you height. And it's cooler, it's satisfying and cool to change out the joysticks with the Elite controller. But if you think about it, you might as well skip the Elite controller and just go with some control freaks and maybe some add-on scuffs.
Yeah, I have control freaks, and they work great for me. Like, I don't need a Scuff. I just use the control freaks, and they work fine.
I brought my control freak here, and I lost it in a recliner.
Puff Logic.
We will find that control freak.
No, we won't.
Okay, we won't.
I want to get used to without it, and then I'm going to buy the Elite controller, and then I'm going to be like, whoa!
Yeah, I don't need no Scuff controller or Elite controller. I don't even think they're making an Elite controller for PS4. But
Yeah, but that's another thing to note. Though the Elite controller may be a little overpriced and it has some stuff that maybe it could have better features like a touchpad. Maybe they could add some way for there to be a touchpad on an Elite controller. So then, like, I don't know how they would fit a touchpad on there. It'd probably be impossible.
You know what kind of controller I want? If you've ever, like, you know those Wii controllers that you can plug in where the triggers, like, you pull them in instead of having
you mean
like
the Pro controller?
No. I have another one where it's like, it feels like an Xbox controller, but it's like, there's a middle, it's like the Nintendo Switch thing. You know? It's confusing. I'll send you a picture of it. But,
okay.
Like, the triggers, when you pull them, it's so satisfying because when you pull it, it's like a spring pulling, and then you hear it click. It's like smooth.
Yeah, and I think I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to note that though, like, yeah, you are better off with a Scuff. Another thing to note is that Scuff controllers don't have, like, the hair locks. So basically, on an Elite controller, you have the thing you could, you have the knob that you could put down, and then, like, your joysticks only go down a little bit. So then you can shoot better and stuff if you're playing Call of Duty or any gun game. Titanfall 2, Battlefield, whatever. Whatever gun game you play. And obviously the hair triggers aren't good for racing games because there's a certain way that you put the joysticks down. But that's beside the question. I mean, you have those, and those are on a Scuff controller. You also don't have different D-pads that you can interchange with a Scuff controller, which those are just two little things. Like, you can get a Scuff controller for a little cheaper, and you still
get the same quality.
Yeah, you still get the same quality, just a little less of the stuff that, you know, they're advertising with the Elite controller. Now, I'm gonna move on to Jaden. What do you have to say about this discussion?
Well, I agree. Yeah, I like the Xbox controllers like more, just the feel of it. Like, they're bigger. They feel good. But I do agree with the Scuff and the Elite controller like discussion. Like, yes, the Elite controller and Scuff are similar.
Okay, I can't.
Just the Scuff. The Scuff is just a little cheaper. Does about the same thing, but less customizable, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Good to say. But I would say I agree with it.
Okay. So, yeah. Puff, do you feel the same way?
Yeah. But the looks and quality of the console itself. We never talked about that.
Yes, we have to talk about that. And this is probably going to be a very long video. But
the looks of each console. 1S looks the best. The one is a giant hunk of junk.
Okay, so this is what I have to say about this. Now, Puff, you bring up a great point. Because, there was the Xbox One when it came out. It's just huge.
It looks like a brick phone. but in console form.
Exactly. Like, it's way too big. It could be slimmed down. And also, another thing to note is that, like, the power cord, instead of having the power box connected inside the console or to the plug, it's just this big, huge thing that you have to strand along the...
Now, I don't have an Xbox, I don't know this, but does the Xbox One S run faster than the Xbox One?
Yes, it does. And that's another thing to note. The One S...
It is also cheaper because they use less plastic in it. Like, for Christmas, I was looking on, like, prices and all that crap, and the One S was, like, $269, and the One was still $280, and I was, like, so confused. Like, why would it be less?
Yeah, because,
for a better console.
Yeah, because though they're, like, the same consoles, they're both ones, they still, they perform differently, and for some reason, the One S is a cheaper price, but performs better. That doesn't make any sense
and looks
to me.
better.
Yeah.
And the PS4 Pro, which is what I have, it looks nice. I like
PS4 Pro?
Yeah, the PS4.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Xbox
looks about PS4. PS4 Pro, two things. PS4, the normal PS4 just has like
okay.
one
So this
slant,
is okay. Yeah. PlayStation, PS4, and PS Pro, they look almost the same, except they just run differently.
Yeah,
but then
that's
the
not the same
PlayStation
for the
Slim
Xbox.
goes 1, 2, and 3. It's so ugly. But if they come out with a PlayStation Slim, or anything above that, it's gonna be 4, and it's gonna be like the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
huge. But
It's gonna be huge and ugly.
But the run speeds they definitely vary.
Yeah.
The Slim, it works, not the fastest. But with the Pro, I've experienced barely any lag unless it's due to internet. Like frame rates never drop, I would say.
Oh yeah. So that's the thing with the discussion. Obviously, Xbox could have made their console smaller. Even the One S could have been smaller. Another thing I'd like to note that's totally off topic. Well, it's kind of on topic, but you know, the Xbox One X, the new console that's coming out.
The One X?
Yeah. Have you heard of Project Scorpio?
Oh yeah, Project Scorpio. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Xbox One X is just the Xbox One S, but black. That's it. Like literally, you could spray paint. If you had a 1S, you could spray paint it.
No, but it looks
all black, and you could go around and be like, "Look, I got an Xbox One X," and everybody would be amazed.
But the contrast with the white and black on the One S is so nice, and the way that they have the sync button on the front, like near the disc slot, is really nice too. But I don't know. This is weird.
There's definitely a huge plus because even all of the Xbox consoles, have just been like, and yes, the original Xbox and the Xbox 360 were bound to be bigger consoles because like there was no such thing as a console that slim. But then PlayStation 4 comes out, and like everybody was amazed at how slim this thing is. Like,
you'd probably like carry it on a trip with you and
exactly
like a hotel room possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that Xbox is slimming down their consoles because they want to stay like original. Like the 360 was kind of big, then the One got huge. Then the One they slimmed it down a little bit and just made it look better.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that because like if they made a really slim Xbox, people would just think, "Oh, that's a PlayStation." Because that's PlayStation's thing. They have really slim consoles, and Xbox is just bulky. Just
what I would do if I was in Xbox position, I would probably make an Xbox One S Slim or an Xbox X Slim, and that would kind of contribute to like our point. Like they're probably not going to do that, but it would help out, I guess.
And if I were either Microsoft or Sony, I would go like. So they came out with the Xbox One, PS4. So I would just come out, like, they're coming out with all this other garbage that doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah, really,
they could just wait a couple years or a few months to come out with the PS5. Or whatever the heck they're going to call it, like PS Pro. But, like, it looks different and it is... I don't know, but like the Xbox, they just should come out with the PS2 or the Xbox 2 because they have the the Xbox One S. Now they're coming out with the Xbox One X. Like, why?
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I know we're about to say something, but I just want to say this. I don't see what's different about the One X, and okay, now I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I don't see what's different about the One X and the One S. Now, I haven't looked into the One X at all, but the most I know about it is that it has 4K, it's super fast, and it has all this stuff.
That's the One S, though.
Yeah,
that's exactly
the One S was 4K, it's super high speed. Like, literally, I don't see what's different about it. But yeah, I know there's stuff that is different about it. Just they kind of just doctored the One S up. So
now I don't know. This might be a question for you or people in the comments.
They're still selling the Xbox One for $315, and like anywhere else, it's just $300. Like why? It's just giant. And the One X.
No. Okay, wait. Go to images for Xbox One X. Click on it.
Oh, actually, it's not the One S.
But like, could you look at it? It's like, and tell me that doesn't look a little bit
huge.
remotely like
it looks
the One
like
X?
the One S. But
there's
like,
no new controller whatsoever. The controller is exactly the same.
They need to come out with a new controller.
Yes, something better.
The One X is pretty much the One S, just with the top bulk thing a little bit slimmer. They're kind of
Look, there's a side-by-side image
of PS4. Oh yeah, yes. So this is what everybody needs to see.
Yeah, there. So
The glare was bad, but whatever.
But anyway, yeah, and Xbox is making their console slimmer. But if Sony can do it, why can't Microsoft do it? I mean, it's a thing that's alive, and like it's a thing that could happen. Just Microsoft hasn't figured out the technology, or what Puff said. Maybe they just want to stay true to their true console form, even if it means hassling it out to camping for 3 hours, just so you can play your Xbox in your cabin.
One thing off topic is, I really want Microsoft and Sony to combine forces, because imagine how much money they can make.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
so many of my friends have PS4s, but yet so many have Xboxes, and like half of my good friends have an Xbox, half of my good friends have PS4. But like that's really annoying, because anytime I want to play a game with my other friends,
platform.
Yeah.
Like, I know Xbox and PC, like games like Rocket League, I'm pretty sure you can actually do Xbox to PC. I'm quite positive.
Xbox to PC, but like,
but why don't they do that Xbox and PS4? Like at least not make a console together, but cross-platform.
No, but what they should do is make a console together.
They should have like a hybrid console with like PlayStation, Sony, and Microsoft make a hybrid console.
Yeah, but like,
which, no, by the way, is probably never gonna happen.
Yeah, it would.
But I'm just saying, like, it would be a great console. It would look great. I mean, with that kind of technology, by then you would have, 5K video, and imagine how good that
no,
would be.
8K.
8K.
Oh, 8K, yeah.
That would be like 2022, but like,
that would be looking through another person's eyes.
They're developing a self-driving car. Why can't they develop a cross-compatibility?
No, what I'm
Really?
thinking,
Sony and Microsoft. Like,
what I'm thinking is this is probably an absolutely crazy idea. But like have like almost like in a way a mobile Xbox, or PS4. Just
that's
think
a
about-
Nintendo Switch. Just
basically,
Sony.
but like
Yeah, but the problem is, if I had to choose, so Nintendo Switch just came out, and obviously I got one. In fact, it's right here. I love it so much. I play Splatoon and stuff on it, but that's beside the point on what I play on it.
You got an update on it today for Mario Kart, and you were like, "Oh, why can't it be a game that I like?"
Yes, but the problem is if Xbox or PS4 just came out with a new Xbox or PlayStation just came out with a new like portable console. Like
the
Switch?
PS Vista. The PS Vista is like
but if they
PS Vita.
But if they Vita, I don't know.
But like I have an Xbox. If they came out with like a portable Xbox system, kind of like the Switch, I would skip the Switch and I would go straight to the portable Xbox.
Like, think about playing Call of Duty on a portable.
Think about playing zombies when you're on a long car ride. Like, that would be awesome.
If you could connect it to your phone and use data, like, for it. So that you can play online. Now, that would be a perfect idea.
And
it would rack in, like, many. Because, like, PS4, it has, like, a long line of just consoles. Like,
if they made
PS4,
a portable,
PS3.
If they made a portable any console, or a portable PC even, I would like those. I know. But, like, I would choose those.
Laptops.
I would choose those over the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo doesn't have a very big variety of
games.
Yeah, they have mostly kid-friendly games, yet the Nintendo Switch is like $500, $400.
It's $300.
It's $300.
But you could get an Xbox for that, and Xbox has more games.
Yeah.
But
and the games are cheaper.
The talk about this isn't Nintendo versus Microsoft.
Yeah.
So let's kind of move on to that.
I think we should switch the topic and go to, like, overall quality of the consoles.
Yeah.
We've been stuck on the speed and
the
all that
bulkiness
for a
of
while.
it. Now, connection I also want to talk about.
Yeah.
And what I think, and I'm just going to come right out and say this, generally, I think Xbox has better connection than PlayStation. Now, let me explain that. If you try to play PlayStation, every once in a while, you'll most likely get, like, oh, the following application is closed and stuff. Just, like, randomly when you're playing the game. And it happens, not rarely, but, like, it happens not rarely, but not a lot also. And, like, it happens sometimes, but not all the time. You get the point, but you don't get a lot of error message on your Xbox. I mean, you could be right next to your router or a Wi-Fi connection, and sometimes you still get some PlayStation connection issues.
That's like,
but Xbox is...
That's when, like, your PS4 is, like, sustaining, I guess, like, high amounts of lag, I would say.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say you're playing Call of Duty Zombies and you make it around, like, 150, you're going to get lots and lots of lag. You're going to have to have very good internet.
Especially if you have a capture card connected to it and you're trying to live stream and record a video.
lag. So, like, it makes sense. Like with the Xbox, though, if you did that, it would probably last longer. You'd probably make it farther in a live stream without getting a connection error than with the PS4.
But, like, yeah, there's a small difference, and I think the Xbox has a little bit better connection than PlayStation. Now, again, I'm pretty sure, because I've seen a lot of people talk about this, so, you know, I'm just gonna kind of say it. Obviously, PlayStation is more of a console for gaming, and Xbox is more of a console for media. Mm-hmm. And I think it's meant to be like that, so you don't try to watch it. I think they enhance the, I think on Xbox, the Xbox One, they try to enhance the connection, so then you could watch YouTube or whatever with no buffering. Whereas PlayStation, they don't give a fuck whether or not your application closes when you're on round 100 of Shadows of Evil.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't really get that many application closes. I don't play the games with serious lag. But it does happen. Not too often. I don't have an Xbox One. I won't know when it closes, but sounds reasonable to me.
The only issue I've had with my Xbox is a connection issue, like, once in a blue moon with my Call of Duty. Like, the only reason that happens is because I get, like, 60 megabits per second because my Wi-Fi is absolute trash and my neighborhood doesn't have Fios yet. Still waiting on that, Verizon.
Yeah,
Fios
is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Spectrum. Don't call it Time Warner Cable.
You will get triggered.
Yeah, every time somebody calls it Time Warner Cable, I get triggered.
Yeah, I have Spectrum too. It's not bad. Like, it's good for, like, media and stuff, but, like...
But definitely, depending on what, like, provider or internet provider you have, there could be better connections.
Yes, I agree. Fios is, like, the new thing. Like, if you have Fios and an Xbox One, you'll probably never experience, like, application closing, I would say. Because an Xbox is pretty good with keeping everything up and
Joe, we've
running.
been talking for 26 minutes. Almost a half an hour.
And Xbox is also really cool because my godbrother, he connected his Xbox to his widescreen monitor, and he plays like Mass Effect, Titanfall on that. It's like that's what he mainly does. Like he only turns on his TV if he like plays split screen. But even that, if he wants to play like split screen Injustice, he plays on his monitor, and he has no problems just because he has FiOS.
Yeah, and like being with Spectrum, and what we're dealing with here is, what do you have? You have Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so FiOS, Spectrum. So we're not gonna analyze like
No, I have
every
Spectrum.
single.
I have Spectrum.
Yeah. Wait, you have Spectrum?
Yeah, FiOS doesn't come to it.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're not going to be analyzing like every internet provider or whatever. Just mainly FiOS and Spectrum. But like, if you had to pick one, I know FiOS would be a better connection.
I did used to play on
But-
DirecTV Wi-Fi, and that was a big mistake because anytime my mom was on like the Huffington Post and I was playing Xbox, my Xbox would crash, and that was really annoying. So now anybody can do anything, and like, but I'm still not having any problems.
So yeah, depending on what provider you use, the better your gaming connection would be. So if you want a great gaming connection, I mean, there's like different ranks. There's probably different ranks of
Yeah.
the internet providers that you could use, but probably near the number ones would be FiOS. So keep that in mind if you're trying to play a game.
That's about it. I don't know.
We've kind of wrapped everything up.
Yeah.
We did
anything
Wi-Fi, Nintendo.
Yes. Yeah. We kind of wrapped everything up, but we still haven't decided
What is better?
what's the better console.
It depends on which situation. Like, if you don't play games much, but you want something that can
Xbox.
run YouTube.
Xbox
Xbox,
One.
yeah.
Xbox
But if
One
you
is
want-
the perfect thing for
But like,
watching
it
YouTube
doesn't
and Netflix.
make sense though to buy a $200 console just to watch YouTube.
Yeah, like, why can't
it
you
doesn't
just
make
download
sense.
YouTube on your TV?
I mean,
yeah,
some TVs do that, but they're a little expensive.
Yeah.
But there are ways you could do it differently.
Or you could just watch on your phone or computer or whatever device
Yeah, like-
you have.
Like, the PS4 isn't that good with watching YouTube, but I can still watch it on YouTube. Watch stuff on YouTube. It's not the best though. It's a little slow. But
Yeah, yeah, you're not gonna get great connection if you're watching YouTube or Netflix on a PlayStation.
But PlayStation is definitely meant for more gaming, so that's why I went with it, because I would game more than watch YouTube on a console. So
Like, I barely watch YouTube on my Xbox, but when I do, it's just when I'm really, like, mad or something.
mad at your phone.
No, not mad at my phone.
Playing too much of the Geometry Dash.
No,
You're only 2% on deadlocked.
no, don't go there.
But okay.
I don't like Geometry Dash.
Yo, I love Geometry Dash.
Nobody asked you.
Okay, this is about PlayStation and Xbox.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say because of you. Great. Oh man, the Snap One.
The Snap One!
Good old Snap ruining everybody's day. But anyway,
Like, if I didn't have a console, I'd probably go with PS4, because, like, just gaming is so much better on it. It's so smooth.
yeah, if you're a heavy gamer and like PC is
PC is also a very good option, but
It is an amazing option just because you can build your own for like $500.
custom-
And
yeah, but I think that's a discussion for another video. Like,
Yeah.
what's better, console versus PC? And I'm not gonna say anything now
but
about my
PC's,
opinions. But
just saying, PC is also a good option if you're like, if you don't like the feel of controllers. A PC is such a good option because you can get the newest technology every year. Instead of a PS4, you'd have to take like the entire PS4 part or Xbox One and try to find parts online, and there might not even be parts. Like,
like if it's super new tech, it would be really expensive. So why don't you just replace your console? You
Like-
know what I mean?
Yeah.
you might. And with computers, you can get like different processors which depend on the speed, but that's for a different video and episode.
So
what I...
If you're the whole reason I got a console in the first place was because I would try to play. I only had the laptop at the time, this big hunk of junk, and I remember getting Titanfall on my the original Titanfall, not Titanfall 2. The original Titanfall on my
Oh my god, imagine Titanfall 2 on that thing.
The original Titanfall
It would
on
crash
my
if you went to the
Imagine
main
Team
menu.
Fortress 2 on it. Wait,
the
didn't we try? Oh, Minecraft was laggy.
my huge
Back
computer.
in the days, 5-year-olds trying to play Minecraft.
My
It was so
godbrother,
laggy.
like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna say this for our next video.
So anyway,
I'll say that wraps
what
it
I
up.
think is that if you're a person that likes gaming but wants a better experience, definitely go with PlayStation. If you're a gaming person, go with PlayStation.
PlayStation all
If you're
out.
someone that loves YouTube, but yeah, occasionally likes to play games and stuff, which is, by the way, me, because YouTube is basically my everyday life. Not
Same.
just watching YouTube. I mean, YouTube takes up like 75% of my day. So being able to watch YouTube on
That's
a
really
console and
sad.
stuff.
That's really sad.
So being able to
Oh,
watch
that voice
YouTube
crack
on my console, but still play some games like Titanfall 2 or Overwatch or whatever, it's an awesome experience. But and though like what I just said made Xbox sound so much better, I think that
They're about equal, but
they're about equal.
Not really, I guess.
I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not a heavy gamer, but I'm not a light one either. Like, I'm between these two. Like, I love YouTube and I love games. So, like, when I get bored of my games, I go to YouTube. And for gaming, I love the Xbox controller because I have giant hands and my hands, like, overlap the PS4 controller, and it's kind of weird. But I will say I've played on Jaden or on Jimmy. Are you?
Jaden.
Okay.
I changed my name at the beginning of every episode.
Okay. So on Jaden's PS4, and it obviously is way smoother because PS4 controllers are so much nicer. But just the feel of them is a little weird.
Also, I don't know about this, but does a Xbox One controller have motion sensor?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, or PS4, when you're typing, you can actually use the controller as like a motion sensor, so you can like, go to the button and press the touchpad.
Oh, that would be awesome. I didn't
So,
know I actually did that.
It's interesting.
Oh, so when
Okay,
you're
but-
playing
okay,
PS4,
so-
do you stand up and go?
It's interesting. It's
Alright. But we don't want to be the YouTubers that leave you with the answer like, oh, if you like this, you should get this. If you like that, you should get that. We have to come up with the original thing. What is the better console? Now, I think all three of
I
us...
say we should do a unanimous vote.
Yeah, all three of us are going to vote based on what we just talked about. Now, I have an Xbox, I love to use it and stuff, but I'm going to have to go with PlayStation, PS4.
PlayStation, because I don't watch YouTube much. Like when I get on, I don't think about going on YouTube. Like even if I had an Xbox, I don't think about going on YouTube. I think about going to Call of Duty or Battlefield or any game. Really, that's
Alright.
why I picked PlayStation.
Okay.
It's like you have an Xbox, Puff, but think about this.
And PS4 is better, for sure.
All YouTubers end it. It's all up to you to decide.
PlayStation, PS4 is the better console out of the two. So yeah,
That wraps it up. Peace.
about wraps it up. Yeah, we
Puff
will.
out.
We'll see you all later.
It's probably a longer video than normal, but you know.
Yeah,
See y'all.
see y'all later.